Hey Capricorn, welcome to Germinate Tarot. It's still just me while other Germany finishes moving and all that good stuff. So, she'll be back mid-April. Until then, I'm going rogue, using my Gypsy Witch. I've been feeling a little crumb bum, a little sicky, so I just got my voice back. So I'm going to use a deck I connect with real easy, and that's my Gypsy Witch. And I use them every single day, pretty much. My little souped up Lenormands. So, we're going to do a drawing for 3rd to the 15th for Capricorn. See what we got going on. It's 3, but you know what? It's like they want to clarify themselves. Let me tell you. Over on this side, what do we got? We got little schmutzies. Let's get an overall vibe. You have the clover as the central, which is Favo. And we have, oh my gosh, this wine card has been in like every reading in some capacity. Yet for my own personal readings, I haven't seen it in months. Maybe I just need to get a life. One or the other, I don't know. But central issue is the clover. This is good. This is luck. This is things lining up. Things that you kind of went like, there's no way. But, you know, it's like when the vending machine drops 2 candy bars instead of 1. It's like jackpot. It's those kind of little things, but on maybe a slightly bigger scale, kind of adding up to being like, you're feeling pretty good. Like, stuff ain't so bad. Because over here, you have, you know, you see the coffin. Don't get all in a bunch about that. You have the park, and this is new love, or it is, you know, you find stuff out, or it's socializing, and I think maybe it can be socializing with the wine here, because the wine, it doesn't have to be like you're boozing it up. It is things that make you happy. You know, maybe you are getting to do things, more of the things that make you feel happy and feel like yourself. I feel like though with this park card, maybe you might find something out that jars you a little bit. This lion is a surprise card in this because you have the lightning, which is like natural forces taking over, but this is the lion who's able to defend themselves and roar back when something sneaks up on them. And I think you may not see this coming because of the surprise factor, but it changes things. The coffin, it means something comes to an end. So maybe you stop dealing with a situation or a person and you're just like, donezo. Over on this side, you have the shepherd with the star. And the shepherd is someone who kind of, you know, is wise, takes a step back, observes, doesn't just jump right in, but is protective. It keeps an eye out, like almost, you know, guardian angel-ish. Then you have the star, which is your hopes, your wants, all the good stuff that you'd want. So these two together, it's almost like I said, guardian angel-ish. The overall energy, though, is the snake. The snake can be a woman. It can also be, there's, you know, something that doesn't feel quite right. It's also, sometimes I take it as snakes don't want to bite unless they have to. So maybe someone is on the defensive. This surprise thing with the coffin, I have a feeling maybe Capricorn already knows something's not right, or they feel like they need to be defensive because something isn't 100%, but they may not know why. I'm going to clarify on this clover, and even if it isn't, the tides are turning for Capricorn, so it's like, oh, okay, here's the fox. The fox is sly, bides their time, knows how to kind of, you know, in the wild, stalk their prey, you know, and I don't mean like restraining order stalking, but I mean it's like they figure out how best to approach it, to get in there, to sneak up on. Surprise! Because on top of the fox, we have the woman and the house. So this could be Capricorn if it's a woman, or it's Capricorn dealing with a woman. And it might have to do with your home and stability, you know, and how that's handled. So let's see. I just want one more on this. Or two. Oh, okay, 3. This combo has been coming out quite a bit. It's the safe and the scythe. Someone goes into protection mode. Something gets cut out. You have the broken mirror, which is, you know, it's bad luck. So they say it's bad luck, but for me, it's illusions are shattered. The way you see things are changed because you don't have the mirror anymore to hold up to it. I think it's getting real. That's what that is. There's no more, like, you know, false images or illusions coming at you, because it gets down to brass tacks. I'm moving on to this portion with the wine in the park and everything. There's messages. I think there's the communication that comes in that might be like, what? But then you have the rose. So it's strong, but there's thorns. It's beautiful, but there's thorns. So it's good. But then it puts at a crossroads, which means, you know, then you have the ship, which is the longing, it's movement, although it's slow. It's not a quick thing. And I think that bugs you because you have the mice. And the mice are, one mouse isn't bad, a bunch of mice is not fun. And there's that gnawing feeling that just kind of bugs you. And it's like wearing. It's like wearing, because you want that change so quickly, but the ships take time. You know, they're not just right, you know, 6 hours you're in Europe. It's, you know, maybe a week or two. I mean, but it ain't no Carnival cruise. You know what? That's getting a little sloppy on the shuffle, so we're going to let that lie. We're going to move over here to the good side. You know, the positive guardian angel thing. The bride. Okay, that is more getting what you want, you know, in a very positive way. It's being part of something positive. I don't see it in this context as an actual relationship. Maybe you will be getting into some kind of relationship because it is the meeting up card. It's the lilies, which is mature. It also can be another of the sexy cards in Lenormand, but, you know, there's a piece to it. Like, this side is so calm, and this side is a little fluxy. So I think whoever is surrounding you, someone in your circle has a very good, like, solid, quiet kind of vibe to them, that they feel good when you're around them. So maybe spend more time with them. You know, because something's bugging you. Something is not this news, something you hear, it looks good on the surface, but it forces you into a change. And, you know, Capricorn doesn't like their hand forced. We have the snake, which I want to know what the book is. Secrets, it's information, it's knowledge. So I think maybe Capricorn finds something out. It's that surprise thing. Contracts with the tower, business. It's also maybe isolation as well. Maybe whatever social thing is going on needs to just chill for a little bit, because there's aggression with the swords. And it's not just, you know, like lashing out. It's like a very pokey, you know, with a sword, you don't just go in willy-nilly. There's deliberate, you know, like en garde kind of thing. So the defensiveness portion, and I think whatever is coming at Capricorn is maybe a little calculated is too strong, because I don't think maybe whoever's doing this is smart enough to be that calculating. But there's definitely intention. Intention's the right thing. The intention behind it, I don't think, is nice. So whoever has this energy over here, stick with these people. We have the moon, though, which is, it's knowledge, but you know, it's more of an intuition knowledge and being able to perceive things differently, maybe taking a different angle at something that seems frustrating is needed at this point. I do want to see if the cards want to give up something about the mice. Can we just talk about the mice for a second? Yeah, there's a new beginning coming with this, and someone is getting recognition of the work that they've put in. So maybe that journey, that crossroads and everything, it's like, are we there yet? You know, and that the mice are just like, come on, you know, like annoying. But all that work is going to pay off. So maybe that tower does speak to the actual work, but I do get more of like an isolation feel. So maybe you can put in that time in that work. And I think whatever BS is going to fall away. Because as long as Capricorn stays on course, tried and true, nothing to hide, you know, there's always that what is done in the dark shall come to the light thing, and I'm a firm believer. So keep yourself on the up and up. You don't have to worry about the down and down. So we're moving up on down to, I have no idea, but we're going to the Deviant Moon Tarot, and we're going to see what they have to say in a general overall situation, just to see what's going on. You want to come out? All right. Oh, hi. Give me one more, please. That's too many. Too many. Okay. Capricorn. One more, please. It's too many, but I am taking note that, you know, the Nine of Cups was involved there, so that wanted to be seen. But we're going to take a look. All right. So we have Queen of Swords, Strength, Knight of Swords, which is interesting. So we have the Capricorn energy, no Pentacles, which is interesting. Just a lot of that, like, all business, don't mess with me vibe. Queen of Swords, she's emotional, but she'll take you out if she has to. There's that, she seems cold, but it's logical. There's logic behind the actions. It's not emotionally driven. And she's got blood on her swords. She might have needed to take someone out if they had to. So that's the kind of the vibe of this. If it's not a woman, then it's the qualities of this queen, which is that, you know, knowledgeable stoicness to it. There's the Strength card, which obviously the Queen of Swords is bringing in spades. And then you have Knight of Swords, which is the action of, you know, coming in. Maybe you give the truth smack down to somebody. Maybe not even smack down, but it's just like you state your piece. And you come in and, you know, it's cutting. You're not mincing words. But it's logical. It's not to be mean. It's just like, boom. Truth bomb. Here you go. But the overall energy, though, is this star. It's back to this calm, like, everything's fine type thing. So I think once you get on the other side of this, you know, needing to really set some stuff straight, is when you get the star and the calm and everything. Because then the Queen of Cups is a very different energy than Queen of Swords. She's giving, nurturing. I mean, these two cards together, it's a beautiful thing. So maybe you do wind up being able to move into this better, more nurturing energy. And Six of Pentacles is on the bottom, and this is the balance. This is knowing where to invest, knowing who to give your pentacles to, who to put the time and the effort into. You know, this dude, he's got 5 pentacles behind his back, but this little creepazoid is only getting 1 because this guy knows you're not getting all my stuff. You know, you will get what I give you. And this is like, if this ain't boundary setting, I don't know what is. Because this is like, here's my parameters. You're in them or you're out of them. And I think you get the peace once you draw your lines. The 7 of Wands came out. And the 7 of Wands is knowing how to defend yourself. But at the same time, in this card, this dude is removing himself from the competition. He's running through this forest of swords, or not swords, jeez, I keep saying swords. This forest of wands, like, I'm out. Like, I can't with you. I gots to go. Gots to go. Oh, okay. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely getting balance and knowing who and what you're giving your time to. I do want to see what's up here. The Empress. The Empress is a birth. You know, it doesn't have to be literal. It's the start, but it's a knowledgeable start. It is a fertile start. It's whatever you've created gets nurtured into growing, which is a good thing. Because she's holding the rose there. It's not a rose, it's just a flower, but it's pretty. And it gets to grow because, you know, the star has water, you know, this cup has water. So that is a very positive thing. So I think there's major boundaries needing to be set to get to the other side to have this nice, calm thing. And I'm not getting relationship stuff out of this at all. I think if there is any relationship stuff, look for that person who always seems to be really calm in the face of, like, oh my God, what is going on? The person who can step back, kind of detach themselves, observe, like the shepherd, and just can keep it together. Because that's a really, whoever that is, like, I'd want to hang out with them. They're the ones that are always, like, that know what to say when things are going south. So we're doing the Romance Angels. And I do feel like I just want one more here. And the Romance Angels are nice. Sometimes I think they are slightly too rosy glow. And I don't think life adds up to that all the time. But we have stay optimistic about your love life. Love yourself first, which I think Cappy is really getting a hold of. And it is safe for you to love. And then there's passion. So, I mean, Capricorn has passion. You know, they might not just wear it on their sleeve like some other signs do, but they have heart. They have major heart. And maybe that heart needs to go to yourself first. Because once it's safe, and you feel it's safe, and, you know, I think that goes into the boundary setting portion, you're able to express that more fully. And maybe I think, you know, enjoy that side of yourself a little more and feel a little freer. Because, you know, stay optimistic. I mean, there's good stuff coming. I think there is putting your foot down. And I think it might take a little longer than you want it to. But it's coming. Just, you know, stay the course. Stay on top of it. We're moving on to the Crystal deck, which is taking the place of Vintage Wisdom Oracle for Cosmic Pep Talk time. So this is crystals and stones that have nice keywords on them. And if you maybe even have some of these stones, might be, you know, good to wear them or keep them with you. Excuse me, I'm still a little wild and woolly in the breathing department. So, like I said, I just got my voice back, so don't want to push it. Here we go. So we have Zeolite, which is guidance, consciousness, direction. Remember that guardian angelish feeling I was getting? Maybe that's who that person is. You have Wolfenite. Feelings, cycles, integrating. Then we have Lapis, which is protection, serenity, power, release, and discrimination. Not discrimination, but it's being able to like tell a situation over another situation, and discernment. I think discernment's a better word than discrimination. Then on the back they have these divinatory meetings, which I think are pretty neat. And this is being able to exercise that discretion. Being able to... This is too funny. The power to seek the underlying truth of the matter and bring it into the light. Okay. Then we have the Wolfenite, which is the feeling, cycles, interrogating, and this one, sales. This is to identify those with whom you have a soul contract, and you need to go beyond the needs of the ego and work at a spiritual level until that task is complete. The Zeolite is the need to open oneself to communicating with one's guides. Are you listening? Yeah, that guardian angel thing, like I said, it's look for who has their act together, and use them as an example. And like I said, it's that boundary. It's the just discerning, I want to say the wheat from the chaff, which is, what is useful, what is not useful. Be able to, figure that out. So Capricorn, not a lot of love, but I feel like you're being very introspective, which is awesome. So I think once you get the other side of this, then the party's going to get started. So you be well until then, and we are going to talk to you in mid-April. Bye.